Jealousy is really disgusting. When I tell you people in general will take their jealousy very far and will make sure they take what you have because they were not blessed with it. There are people who are so hateful and so jealous of what you have and the gifts that you have. Men that are ready to put their foot on your neck and take your gifts away from you, take the food out of your mouth and laugh at you while you're down and out. And this is not just one man or two. This is like a group of men who grouped together and took everything from me because of their jealousy and their greed. And they loved to see me fall and sat back and laughed. They laughed when they had their foot on my neck. They were surprised that I was getting up. They were surprised at their death spells. These are men who strong-armed me, who pushed me into a corner to steal my destiny. Can you believe this? People wanted to take food off my table so they could feed themselves. They did not want to work. These are lazy, fat, evil men that do not want to work, but go in the spiritual realm as freaking pirates, breaking spiritual laws just to steal energy from me so they can build their abundance. These are men that God forsaken, that Satan grew them up, and they had nothing, and they saw my gifts. They saw what I have, and they decided that they would come after me with a vengeance. These are such insecure men that they didn't have anything, and they saw my energy was abundant, and they came after me. It's so disgusting. Men are supposed to be providers. Men are supposed to be the gatherer and the hunters. This group of men were thieves. They were spiritual thieves. They were going in the spiritual realm and causing a lot of violence to the point where the violence was happening. They were so greedy for energy and so greedy for abundance and so greedy to take from me that they attacked me every second of every day and had no problem with doing it. They even attacked the young ones in my family. I'm talking children, newborn babies. These disgusting, ugly men and women, don't get me wrong, there were men and women in this group that were working together to take me down. And they took every ounce of my energy, trying to drain me every second of every day, and trying to drain the children in my family of their energy. These men that I've been putting pictures up of, these are the men that are so disgusting and greedy for my energy that they stopped at nothing to take from me until I was depleted. This is how disgusting this society is. These men don't want to work. These are men in their 50s and 60s, and they don't want to work. They would rather steal from me and let me and my family go without so they could have what rightfully belongs to me. These are witches and warlocks and pirates, and they deal and they go into the spiritual realm to attack whoever. And it's not just me. They're attacking a lot of women because they go after, there's a witch that knows and reads other people's energy and sends these men to sleep with these women and men to steal from them. There's a witch, and there's one that has so many entities attached to him that he lurks and he stalks and he watches me and he drives from corner to corner just to see where I'm going, what I'm doing, just so he can keep his foot on my neck so he can continually steal from me. These are bottom feeders. These are parasites. These are beggars. These are men that have no value, no morals, no standards, and will just take. They're, as I said, they're pirates. They steal. They steal things that don't belong to them. They steal other people's treasures. And they get a kick out of doing it because they don't have anything. These people don't know who they are. They have no personalities. They're empty vessels. Like the devil has taken these people over and their minds are gone. I tell these stories because I don't know. There's a lot of people in this world that have stuff, that go into poverty. Talented, creative people that go into poverty. And they're put into like the system of welfare just to survive, because these pirates know how to go into the realm. And I'm being very serious that people who you see sometimes and they look unhealthy or crazy, some of them have mental health for sure, but then there are some that are being stolen from and being put into poverty because someone is trying to steal their gifts and steal their destiny. Bizarre. Like you would say, oh, I only see this stuff in movies. It never happens to me. And when it's happening to you, you're like, why am I not able to live the normal life that I used to live? And you question it and you're like, this seems so weird. And then you have to go in and you have to figure out, oh my God, people are actually stealing my energy and my gifts. So I'm not able to produce, so they're producing off my energy. Think about it.